this is going to be the start of a new series. And as you can see, I'm not in my room or at my dad's, but I am still at my mum's. So basically I'm in the van that my mum's just bought, and she's going to convert this into a camper, and I'm going to help along quite a lot, especially as to the fact that I want to live in a van when I'm older. So we've started already, and basically this van is an Iveco Daily from 2006, and it has really low mileage, 48,000 for 12 years, so that's why we really got it. And also there wasn't too much, well, as far as we knew when we bought it, there wasn't any rust, but it turns out there's some there because we ripped out the floor, which we didn't know before. That's why we ripped out the floor, to see if there was any rust under, and that is caused through two holes. One up here that you can see the light coming from, that's literally just broken seal in the roof, and then there's one here, but then also there's the start of another one there and the start of another one there, from where the roof, there's things on the roof and they are letting in water, so they need fixing. Sorry about the audio, I can tell it's very echoey in here. But yeah, so we're going to seal treat all the rust around the van, down there, probably all of the roof, and then once it's all watertight and sealed, then we'll start insulating it with mostly 25mm Celotex in here and the big areas and behind these walls, which we need to take down, and then the rest of it is going to be recycled plastic. And both me and my mum are both very inspired by the indie projects, where they have a whole insulation video that we've watched more than once, so go check it out up in the card up there, because they'll explain it very well. The leak that was along that side, it was these things, we reckon, and also this whole side had been smashed in and then had filler put in, because instead of having it pulled out and it was leaking, so we had it pulled out, and then the guy siliconed across the top and made it all neat as the cat, and then also the holes in the floor, which you can't see anymore, so that's why I'm just doing it up from up here, were welded by a guy that we know. So yeah, so all the rust is sorted, apart from there's still one drip above the door. Okay guys, so as you can see, well, a lot's happened. Well, as you can see, insulation is probably the main difference, and that is. So what we did first, I'm going to start from the beginning, we vapor barrier the wheel arches. See, it's just some vapor barrier foil that cost, like, I can't remember exactly, but it was from Aldi. Then, as you can see, there's a floor down there. So under the floor, as you can see here, we have the original flooring there. Then we have some 25mm battens, and they're laid out in squares. I might be able to show you. If you can see under there, they're laid out in squares, cut to the right size, filled in with Celotex everywhere, and then aluminium foil tape all around the edge to seal it and make one whole big vapor barrier across the floor. As you can see, there's one joint here, and there's a little joint at the back with some offcuts. That's why it didn't go all the way across, because it was the width of the board, which wasn't the width of the van. Yeah, so that's all vapor barriered. We've just spray foamed all the way around here, done all the spray foam, Celotex in the back windows, and then this is recycled plastic insulation. That's really good stuff, because it's like good for the environment. Then also spray foam all in these gaps along here, in here only a little bit so the panels don't bulge, and then the whole door, side door, is recycled plastic. And yeah, we've got this plastic stuff down, if you can hear me standing on it, because of the messy spray foam that I have just cut off. And what I'm about to do now is cut the last 3 panels. We're doing it in 3 panels because of these beams here. I'm going to cut these last 3 panels, and then not yet, but we will spray foam it. So a lot we've seen in Ivecos, they panel up. We weren't sure what they did, and we watched loads of videos. They weren't very good videos. I hope my video will hopefully solve this. But basically, they go up with the plywood and go to here, and they never show what they do here. But as you can see, these curve, because there wasn't much of a curve here, it kind of just ends here. But these curve, and we're going to have a tongue and groove here, so the tongue and groove is going to come down and onto the 9mm ply we're having on the walls. This is going to be carpeted, not sure if I mentioned, so that's going to look nice. So yeah, and also the cab's going to be insulated, obviously, the top bit, and there's going to be a wall dividing them with a small little gap so you can walk through with a nice curtain over. And if you're wondering what this is sound deadening, I guess sound deadening alternative, because it is wicks roof flashing for going around like windows to like really seal it, because you can use a heat gun, I think, and it will like properly stick it and seal it and make it complete weatherproof. But if you literally, because it has its own adhesive, you can literally just stick this here in the right size pieces. As you can see, there's a couple of them, they're all under the Celtics as well, and it is so much cheaper than sound deadening and does exactly the same thing. It was so loud before, like massive panel banging and the vibrations every time you went over even a little pothole, but now you can go over massive potholes and you can barely hear the van. It just sounds like a normal car just driving. You can actually hear the engine. Okay guys, so it's been a while since I recorded the video for the van, so quite a lot's happened. And actually, just say something. Cat's in here. He comes in here a few times, especially now there's like that cushion. We haven't done much work on it lately, but as you probably just noticed, quite a lot has been done. So I'm going to show you what we've done, how we've done it, and what we're about to do today. So let's start from the back. We did all the vapor bearing, a lot of silver tape used. We're on our third roll. Nice big chunky rolls, but still. Yeah. It looks pretty cool. That's how we did the back one. We're probably going to tongue groove the back. So yeah, we got all the walls on, as you can see. Haven't done the side door yet. Also, the windows were tinted just the other day. So when you're outside, well, as you probably know what window tint is, you can't really see. You can see the other side, but that's just through. And obviously, we'll have curtains as well, so that'll make a difference. Also, a nice window frame here. Made out of split tongue groove. The wheel arch boxes are just really simple. Still got the vapor barrier. The reason they haven't got the ends is because the bed frame's going to come down here and seal that off, instead of having two bits of ply just next to each other. It's a bit pointless. Kind of marked out some bits. Kitchen's going to be up here. Then bed frame's going to be down here, and mattress estimated about here. The reason the bed frame's there is because it's right on the support beam right there. So a nice screw into. And what we're doing at the moment, I got a new job for Christmas, very nice, is building this wall. Also the bulkhead, just want to mention that, we insulated that with some recycled plastic insulation and vapor barrier after. There's no kind of structure in here, it's literally just plonked up there. There's no like beams or anything, because that would have made it really thick. And that's just going to stay like that probably, or it might be carpeted. Oh, also the lovely tongue groove group. The tongue groove does go all the way down, as I mentioned. So the vapor barrier and the Celtex, they all join. And then this is 2 layers of 6mm, so we can screw into it easily with some screws without drilling holes into metal and stuff. This is where you drill the holes and it goes into the metal. Sorry, it's a bit out of focus. And then when you put the tongue groove on, it's nice and easy. You don't really have to drill any holes, just through the tongue groove so it doesn't split, but then it's easy. And then a little countersink and screw in. The wall. Hopefully you can see a bit of it. So this is the plan for the wall. All the measurements and everything. It's the structure. Basically I've done from here to here. Just need these cross members, which are a pile of offcuts over there. It can be done like that. Then you've got all these fiddly bits because there's the sliding door thing here and the curve here. But otherwise, once I've screwed this middle beam in here, this one, you can show your test fit. Okay guys, so, well, as you can see behind me, there's something very different. But first of all, this, so might be a bit of bad lighting. So the lighting might be a bit bad, but if you look, the wall we were doing in the last clip is now complete. It's all insulated. As you can see, it's a bit patchy here. That's because to get this curve, which was absolutely amazing, we got it perfect. It was easy to do it out of just one piece, so then we had to fill in the small gap here and we didn't have another piece tall enough, so we just did it in two little bits. But yeah, it's a whole insulated wall and goes nicely up into that corner, down along the edge, and ignore the light, but like, as you can see the little entrance, the cat was up there earlier, he likes it already up there, and yeah, nice wall. So we just finished the wall paneling today. We did the rest of the last clip last weekend, but we did that today and we were like, well, we could do the bed frame, so we just went ahead and did the bed frame. So this middle one isn't attached because we are going to put some crates in and make some kind of frame, so they're drawers but made out of like veg crates. That master tape line is where the kitchen's going to come up to, so we're going to probably have a batten coming up from where the kitchen comes up to. Okay guys, so just looked at what you last saw, and you last saw me doing this. Looking good. We finished that. Probably needs a bit of sanding because it does scrape the black trim around the edge of the van. And we did that top bit as well, looking nice. We got a mattress, also got stuck in IKEA. Can't remember if you saw the mattress, probably not. But the van got really bad and wouldn't start in IKEA, and it's been in the garage for a month and a half. And so, yeah, we haven't been able to do anything for that long. But now it's back. Here we are. And at the moment, I am doing the kitchen. But before I show you that, here is the ceiling. It has had like a white wash on top. And it looks really nice actually. Kind of looks uneven and kind of rustic. And then behind me, I am doing the kitchen. Got the couple of frames done. Oh yeah, can zoom out. Forgot about that. And this one's screwed to the wall. It's kind of built into the wall. And then this one, we're going to put a piece of ply there, and then screw that up against there. And then there's going to be one about here, and then one about here, and you can see you got a sink, Belfast sinks, so you can, there it is down there, so we can see the front, which will look quite nice. And then there'll be a water butt down here, door will be like openable, and then this will be a really long section where you can lift it up, and then it'll unfold to be a table, so we can sit on the bed, which is just here. Yeah, and there'll be a table here. And then there's going to be a stove here. I don't think there's going to be a drawer here anymore. It's going to be one big door. Little gas locker area. Probably just going to make that because it kind of wants to be isolated from whatever else is in there. Maybe carry a shelf over there, so you've got one shelf, maybe a little shelf there as well. But we'll work it out. And yeah, coming along nicely. So just got to build one more of these frames. Bits down there. And then yeah. We're going to put some pallet in. I think we're going to pallet doors, and we're going to paint the front of these like white, so, and then sand it back a bit like this, so you get the kind of grain, but against the rustic look of the pallet, so it looked like really nice. I've seen pictures on Instagram of people doing similar things like that. But anyway, I'm going to put a time lapse on of me making that, and I'm going to play some music because I keep forgetting. How can you live without music? Anyway, let's skip to the time lapse. Okay guys, so yeah, they've collapsed, but they weren't attached anyway. This is still attached, but look, made a nice curve, so when that slots up against there, and look from this side, fits really snug, covers that gap. Okay guys, so I hope you can hear me, just make sure I don't get copyrighted. Mum's just doing something over there, but look, ta-da! So, just redoing this because we've got measurements, but we've done that, and then I screwed this in, and all this isn't screwed in, all of this is solid and great. And then, so we're cutting out these corners, this is for the cooker to sit on, and then we did it a bit too short, so just redoing it. So then, once that's there, put a couple of screws in it and stuff, and then lay the thing on, and it's going to have a 4cm countertop all the way around nicely. A little Belfast sink in this area, so it's going to be quite a narrow area there, which the table's going to come out of. But it's going to be quite nice, I think. And there's the sink, which you saw earlier. Okay guys, this is what we've done today. It's our lovely cooker with the grill underneath. It's got just like a little drop down thing. We left a nice room so we can put some countertop around there. Like I said, it's going to be 4cm. It's going to be a little strip down there, bit down the back, bit in the middle. This will be pulled apart. Like I said earlier, that's already been screwed on. This we're going to leave so we can screw everything to it first. And yeah, we'll carry on tomorrow. So guys, I'm back after a couple of weeks because the van went back in the garage again, came out and went back in the same day. But we got it back, and last time, I remember, we were doing the kitchen. So, here's the kitchen now. Yep. So, we were doing the frame last time. I think I only got half the frame built. So obviously, I did the other half, in the middle I think it was. But there's like a whole frame of 2x4 holding this massive Belfast sink in. Well, it's not massive, it's a tiny Belfast sink, I'll show you in a minute. But then that's got a piece of 18mm on as well as, so you know, that's pretty strong. And then I just did this today, so there's a 9mm shelf in there, there's probably going to be another one down here. These are just temporary because we're going to a festival this weekend, Shindig Weekend Day. If you haven't seen my last two videos on it, I'll make a playlist with both of them in up in the corner up there, so go check that out if you're interested in things like that. And I'll be doing a video for 2019 Shindig as well, so yeah, that's going to be fun. We also installed this rack here, the gas bottle. We got all of this plumbed in. The gas is turned off at the regulator, so I'm going to show you now because, yeah. But it all works. It's got a grill underneath as well, which is nice. This is the countertop. It was an old table that we salvaged because it had a burn in. It was someone we knew, they had a table that had a burn in, they wanted to get rid of it, so we used it as a countertop. And as you can see, I just pulled that out. It's got a bit of 35mm batten on, stop it sliding out. Just hooks in there, little bowl in there, and a cat out there. But then we're gonna have a tap here as well, and a little wall here with some things, and then storage up there. But it's not finished. It's finished enough to go away, and it's, yeah, that's a mini Belfast sink. We made sure like lip around, and that fits really nicely. And then this is the bed, which looks very nice. My mum wants to get a mirror up, and this is a shelf with a little cactus candle, which is nice. And yeah, the bed all works. We're gonna have like drawers and stuff under the bed eventually, but at the moment it's just loads of stuff that will eventually have clothes and food in. But we've still got another 2 days till we leave for the festival. I can't wait. And some little hooks I just put up for coats. And yeah, so got curtains to put up first. This curtain's on, it looks quite nice. I should actually show you what I'm doing rather than just saying it. So, oh, I should listen to myself as well. So if I do that, and then you get like a curtain, which looks very nice, boxes off the area. We didn't go around to doing that, but you can still put stuff up there. So yeah, all is good so far, and it's been fun doing this, and we get to use it for the first time. So we're leaving on Thursday, coming back on Monday, so a good 4 days use. It's going to be fun. It's cold outside, but it's pretty warm in here because we've been sat in here working and stuff. So yeah, so it's going to be warm in here, I can tell. Oh, and one last thing, we built a little seat, same height as the bed. That's what's quite high. Also put some floor and trim down, and then my mum made this little cushion thing. It's just got a normal cushion inside, and then she made this top for it, and as you can see it's quite deep. So yeah, you can fit quite a lot in that, which is quite nice. I like how that matches that, it looks really nice. Yeah, still got pallet with doors to put on. Doors, obviously. Yeah, we did these doors. They still need handles, but I did these doors. They look very nice. Let's just pull out the drawer, and then the gas bottles at the back there. And then you open this one, and at the moment it's got the water tank, but I think that water tank is going at the back, behind the wheel arch, right at the back. And then we're going to have the tap up here. It's like a hand tap. It's like a foot pump tap, but with your hand, so it's a hand pump tap. It's exactly what it is, but yeah, the pipe's going to go back there, and that'll be cool. And then me and my friend helped with this. Got these drawers, which work really well, and they've got like a bigger bit of wood at the back to stop it coming out. And this one's a bad example because it does kind of come out at the very end. But for example, so they've got little tabs at the back, these ones. When you pull that out, and the batten that this shelf lies on is exactly the same height as the back panel, so it just sits out like that without any support, and you can pull it all the way there and it still won't come out. So if you accidentally pulled it out a bit too far, nothing will fall out because you can't pull it out all the way, because there's these little tabs here that are screwed in, but then if you push it that way you can push down the tab so it's level, and then the drawer slides out. As you can see, the tab a bit better there in the light. But yeah, so that's that update. And these are soon going to have, my mum might put a single bit of wood that goes across two of them at the same time, which would be quite nice. And the Belfast sink, as you know, nice little cutouts here and everything. I did all of that nicely. And yeah, so that's what the van is looking like so far. You step out and you've got this. My mum put this curtain in recently, so we're going to have copper for a lot of the stuff like that, and it makes a nice like van, cosy. So yeah, this is the van coming along so far. Got one of my lamps over there. Please buy in the description right now. Just go down, click one, purchase one, please. No one's bought one off the website yet, but I've had people buy them in person. I think it's just you don't really get to see the handmade quality of them. Anyway, and this little backdrop, splashback thing is going to have some tiles on as well, which is going to look nice. But I think this is going to have one more coat. It's nice and smooth as well, because my mum keeps sanding it with like 240 or 280 even. Really smooth stuff. Anyway, yeah. So that'll be it for now. The next thing, like I said, is to do this cabinet. Sorry, I might be out of focus. I refocused it. But Monday to Wednesday we'll be doing this cabinet, maybe a couple of other things. And then hopefully next thing I think is solar, which means I can get all the lighting, because I'm going to do some cool lighting things in here and under the bed and in each kitchen cabinet, and then have like different lights up here. It's going to be cool. But yeah, need to get to that stage first. Before that, this cabinet, which hopefully I'll film some of, and like I didn't film any of that, but still. Anyway, see you in the next clip. Okay guys, so as you may be able to tell, it's very, very, very bright. I can literally see myself. It's like a mirror, the lens. But not only is it really bright, it's only just gone 10, and it's like nearly 30 degrees, and it's England. We've got like proper heat wave. It's nearly end of July. It's the 25th of July. Anyway, this is how the van's coming along. You can't see that at all. Need to expose it. There you go. And that's there. we didn't have enough pallet wood. Mum's going away this weekend, so there's a bit of ply on the bottom. And then the cooker's out at the moment. You'll see it all put back on, but the frames have been painted and that one's been fully built. And also there's now a little wall. And so it's slightly out of focus. But now it's not out of focus, that was the door shutting. And the reason the bottom isn't painted is because it's going to be like that in pallet wood. There's also another hinge stay on there now, which is good. But all this stuff is going back in today, which is going to be good. And then it will be solar, but I think I'm going to do solar in a different video and talk you all through it, and then do a van tour. So this video will then come out and you guys will see the nearly a year of progress, and you'll know what we've been doing, because at the moment you kind of have no clue. And yeah, well, look at him, look at the cat, look at him. Can't really see him. There you go, there, he's just lying there, he's hot. He's like really, I've just stepped out of the house and sweating. Okay guys, so it's quite nice actually. Yesterday it wasn't so nice, but we just come back from Wales in this van. I haven't filmed anything on it. I took a few photos. Yeah, sorry, I was zoomed in then. But I'm just going to show you what we did literally the last day before we went. In fact, it was the day we went. And we installed water tank, just a hose into there, hole in the cap, and not sealed or anything, and then I think that's 26 litres in there, and then back there is the hose, and it's smaller than regular hose, and I'll get to where that leads in a second, obviously to the tap. But then here is the bed, which is new. So this is folded, and it sits across the driver and passenger seat. If I can, I'll take a photo when it's set up, but I don't know when it will next be set up. But so it works really well, and it folds in half and sits right on top of the spare wheel in the back there, so that's good. So here's the tap, as you can see, and if you pump water, it's a working tap, fully working. And then if you open this door here and you go under, you can't really see, but it's literally as simple as it comes through there, and then it's just a push fit with a Jubilee clip on, and yeah, so that was pretty straightforward. And what else is new? That mirror's been put up, but I don't know. It's probably going to be taken down again because eventually we'll have a burner, but it probably won't be taken down till it gets here. I'm not sure if you've seen this. We'll be doing doors for that. I'm not sure if I filmed this. I think this could be the last clip. So this could be like the very, very last clip of this video, and then the next one will be about solar, and then the next one will be the van tour. And if you haven't seen my dad's van tour, you can go check it out up here. But yeah, working now up well. Little light here, which works well. Also, I'm not sure if I showed you that we moved that there, over there. Also, one other thing that I'd like to show you is that we got a propane gas bottle instead of the butane camping gas bottle, and that is because it's literally half the price to refill, or yeah, I think it was like nearly a third of the price to refill, so we were like, why didn't we just go for that? Anyway, this sink cover fits nicely there, and I think I've shown you the curtain and the box. We cut it down so it's rectangular, and we might not even have it at all. And yeah, so I'll show you what it's like in the front. So it sits across there and it's raised, so it goes over the gear stick because that's higher than the seats. And then there's a little cutout that goes around the seat, the driver's seat, so you don't have to pull it back and adjust the driver's seat every time. Yeah, but it works nicely. And also these curtains, they draw round. So there's three, the two green ones are on the outside, and then the dark blue one is in the middle, and it makes it quite dark in there. And with the curtain as well, it's literally like another room in the van, so that's quite cool. We put another hinge stay on here, over there, so now it's got two. Now it's stronger and more supportive, the whole thing moves rather than just one side really warping, and then you just easily shut it like that. Anyway, yeah, I think that'll be it for this video. I'm using the mirror as a thing. I think that'll be it for this video. So yeah, see you when we do the solar video, and I'll put this all in a playlist, so you may be watching this from the playlist in the future. But yeah, if you are, be sure to check out the other videos, find them on my channel. There'll be solar, and then there will be a van tour. So I hope you like it, I hope you liked this video, and if you did, remember, smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video next Wednesday.